Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glocks FSP. What the hell's FSP stand for?
Front Side Press.
Front Side Press.
It's your third time.
You've
been on the show.
I know.
4 times.
I'm the substitute guest because the Publix guy could not work. The Trader Joe.
No, because he had dinner plans.
But
hey, he's a big fan of yours, and he always says,
how could he not be?
I can't. Look, that's what I said.
And how could I not be a fan of yours and Miss Julie over here? She poured me this Verner's, Sanford, Detroit, Michigan. We had Verner's. This is going to straighten.
It's Verner's.
If you get COVID out there, you take one of these, you're done. It kills everything from China. Our guest tonight, none other than Mad Dog McGowan, as they say.
I love being in his seat. And I love having you in that one.
Open mic night. What does that mean? Like we're going to do surgery on a guy named Mike? We're going to open him up?
No, it's open mic. Not M-I-C, M-I-K-E. Because on this, I get to talk in this chair.
You love that because you're relaxed over there. I mean, look at it. You want your slippers? What do you want? What do we get?
Sure, next month, pajamas. Well, pajama party.
Good idea.
I like the pajama party.
Yeah.
I could go in a wrong direction and I won't. But this is my favorite thing. This glass is in honor of our 46th president. Because that's how he sees the world. It's like all of... I'm sorry. I had to.
You're good.
Yeah, but it's so funny. I can't even be mad at you.
What are we going to be talking about tonight?
I wrote it down. What does it say?
No, but it says here, we'll be talking about...
Yep.
Like and share for a chance to win a military surplus. Where's that case?
That's up in Largo.
That case is fabulous.
Oh, we didn't do the thing.
Which thing?
The pictures, because I got pictures of Casey Allen's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. He hooked up one of those cases. And he got the cool one with the electric stuff on the side.
Yes.
And he left it on that. And they did double layer, but we'll do that next show. We'll show pictures.
Those cases are killer.
Yeah, we got one. We got one over there. Or do we leave it in the other room?
It's in there. It's right there.
You know,
so like and share, like and share, like and share.
Like and share. I'm a prop comedian.
Oh, look at that. Pelicans. You got foam inside?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, no, you don't open it up. You just bring them in. They're just piled up in my house. I just bring them in.
They're all in my
truck. I pulled the muscle just doing it. Don't forget to like and share. Like and share the page and follow us and hit the bell so you know when we are live. Let's hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Where's the bell?
Hear that bell.
I love
First time I heard that. I haven't had a minute.
Get your beverage of choice ready for the toast because it's coming up. I like that you guys toast all the time. You know what? Because you live in the moment, right?
Mike.
Holy
Mike,
crap, hold on. You got it upside down.
No, I turned it right side up.
Oh, did you? Then
yeah,
it's over here.
Okay.
Can I thank the sponsors, guys? Is that cool? Can I do that?
Go ahead, because I'm helping Julie with the freaking iPad.
JCG, because life is too short. I love that. To have a Glock trigger, that sucks.
That's the King sponsor.
Follow him on Instagram and YouTube. Pilgrim Ammunition. Best self-defense ammo available. Travy Mac Foundation. This is why I know you guys are good guys. You're paying it forward. Bringing music to the children at the University of Maryland Children's Hospital. And the Angels are playing the harps. SRQ,
it's God's work.
SRQ Live Studios, Mars Vision Production. This is a great facility.
How many shows do you do here? How many shows?
Mars Vision, our boy Mark Palmer is on his way back from recovery from the Chinese virus.
The Chinese virus.
Because I'm going to always call it the China. 5 military cases surplus. Tony up in Largo taking care of all your case needs.
Always hooking us up.
And then Skies in Chaos for awesome music. I love that music.
You got to listen to Strippers and Jack. I'm still in protest.
Strippers,
I'm still protesting. I was outvoted. Me and Gabriel, my 10-year-old, got me yelled at.
You know what? The toast isn't coming yet right now. It's later, right?
It's in a minute.
It's in a minute. But, you know, I want to ask you, you know, you talked to me before this. Can I bring this up? What you just said to me?
Well, it depends what you're going to bring up, because we talk about a lot of stuff.
No, we talked about the Second Amendment.
Yep.
And it's something that I don't have I know a lot about a lot of things. I don't know a lot about gun use because I've never really fired a gun. But I respect. It's kind of like if you aren't a journalist, you should still respect the freedom of the press.
Right.
We don't have a free press here. We have a one-sided press, but I respect.
Careful what you say. They'll friggin' ban my show.
No, not this guy. I just have to be taking the show over at not at gunpoint, at butter knife point, because more crimes are done with butter knives than they are with. That's a fact. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. But the fact of the matter is, we talked about. I want to get up to speed. I
Yes.
learn through the eyes of master teachers like yourself and your colleague here, and learn about, because I already know how important it is.
It's like this, guys. This is what we were just talking about. For you guys, that weren't here, right? So if you're not like these two, then you weren't here. But this is what I was just trying to explain to Gus. Like, I know people that own like 50 friggin' guns that don't know as much about the Second Amendment as Gus, and Gus doesn't really know anything about guns. Like, he's at the very, very beginning of his journey.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm a neophyte completely.
Right. But you're
Which is exciting about it for me.
Right, but you're just, so pro Second Amendment because it's part of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I see. I'm also, because that Constitution means so much. People want to wordsmith it and they want to edit. Now I edited. I'm doing my second printing of my Trump book. I'm taking out some of the mistakes and cleaning some things up. But the Constitution is not something we do amendments when we do amendments to the Constitution, which has to be voted on by 2/3 majority. It's a big deal to add an amendment. That was there by the founding fathers, and I heard somebody on the radio talking today. Never in the history of the world, maybe ancient Greece, where there was a 100-year period where you had these great minds, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. Socrates, to you.
You know what I'm talking about.
And you know what? Big gun guy. Big gun guy. You shot Olive.
Socrates, you know he was.
And so was Aristotle. Plato, not so much.
No, he's a Glock guy. But the other two are SIG guys.
Plato was a Glock guy. That's a good shirt. I would do that.
Like, that was a big thing when I was teaching with my oldest.
Yeah.
He was always like, Jesus carries a Glock. I'm like, God carries a SIG. We're done. Talk to his dad.
See, that to me is the humor that I love about people that are comfortable in their own skin. I don't take you literally. I take you seriously. You are a serious guy. We were out at the Hollow. Can I mention we were out at the Hollow?
We're at the Hollow. The Hollow's a great place.
Because I just did.
Yeah. Little freaking late now, Gus.
Yeah. And I'm asking you, and I go,
we're having steak. Oh, can I mention we were having steak? Yeah, you might as well.
Did I tell you that you went out to dinner with your wife? She wasn't there. But that's okay. I didn't get you in trouble, did I? So we were at the Hollow, and I'm asking some questions. Kind of seem like neophyte questions, but the rule is point the gun down, but not just down.
Not always.
Not just down.
Right.
You point it down at the cement, and boom.
Is that correct?
It's like ricochet. You got to go into a point. So there's certain rules that they're nuanced,
right?
For lack of a better word.
That's a great word.
And that's what I'm really excited about, because people that don't know anything about the guns think guns do the good people. A good person with the gun stops a bad person with a gun.
Happened in Syracuse 2 weeks ago. What happens is, in Florida, we're not allowed to shoot to kill, but we are allowed to shoot to stop the threat. And usually if you shoot people in their friggin' face, they stop. And that's what happened in Syracuse. A guy came out, bad guy with a gun, wanted to shoot a bunch of people, and a good guy shot him right in the face, and he stopped. It was amazing.
Yeah. You scared me there a minute. I didn't know where you scared me. You
stopped.
You got a little bit of an acting thing, and you scared me a little bit. I didn't know which way you were going there.
You know what you do? You ought to come with us when Gabriel's in a play.
I love to see it.
You ought to come with us. It's dinner theater.
Yeah, and Catherine, my significant other, is a fabulous.
He's in Annie Gets Your Gun. He's Little Jake. He's Annie's brother. Annie Oakley's brother.
So that was like the only play you let him do, right? Annie Gets Your Gun.
Like, here's the deal. I was in any play I could get into when I was in school.
Yeah, but you wouldn't let him do like Annie, like don't shoot a gun.
Yeah, no.
No, right?
Like, here's the deal. He probably wouldn't want to do.
No, right. That's it.
Like in my house, we have a rule, right? Like, before when I was raising, like, my other kids, right? So, like, you understand, I had two with my first wife and then Gabriel with my love of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
There is a big gap between Madeline, and then Gabriel.
How old is from your first marriage?
Madeline's going to be 21 this year.
Wow. And the little guy is how old?
10.
Wow, that's a little bit of a gap.
So it's a 10-year gap. You know what I mean? So, like, when they were growing up and stuff like that, people were like, well, what would you do if they touch your gun? I'm like, well, I'd rip their freaking head off. They got their own guns. Why do they need to touch mine?
That's the right answer.
You know? So, like, Gabriel, Gabriel is like new to the gun thing. All right, he's just started on guns. He started shooting when he was 5. Right, but that was just it. He shot, then we shot, then we shot. So he hasn't really got into it. And now he's getting into it. Now he wants to teach. You know, his big thing is he wants to teach. Right?
That's so cool.
Yeah. So if you watch the Women with Weapons thing, you see him walking with a gun. He wants to be part of the class. He wants to teach.
I'm going to throw out an idea for you guys.
Good.
It just happened in the last 5 seconds. SAT, ACT, get into college, right? A lot of colleges, let's face it, they're indoctrination camps. They really
Marxist bullshit.
They teach.
I mean, I'm
they
sorry.
teach the kids how to hate the country. I'm sorry.
Yep, hate the country. Your parents don't know
So
anything.
here's
stuff like that.
here's something I just came up with. I'm willing to do this. I'm going to write the test. We're going to write the test. It's an ACT or an SAT
Yep.
for patriots who love their country.
Well,
It's 100 questions that once you answer them, some are going to be
Here's
gun.
the deal.
Some are gun related.
I
No,
want-
we're going
I
to do
want
it.
you to write it out. I want Gabriel to take it. Give it to my kid.
No, but we'll start it. We'll start
Yeah.
as a program. I will at the stuff that you do. We'll do like a, some kind of camp or something where it could be online. It doesn't not like it's costing anything. It's going to be an added value, just so there's knowledge. Like when you said about me learning about guns, I want to learn about them. So to dispel all the myths and rumors and the fake news of our founding fathers. This is a great country. There's been flaws in any country, for God's sake.
Yep.
That's what I talk about in my book. It's like my Greeks. I talk about it. Probably,
You know I'm going to have to read your book. And you know how much I hate reading.
No, I'm going to do the. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do.
You gonna read it to me?
No, I'm going to do an audiobook.
Nice.
I love you
You
so
have to.
much.
I don't want you to.
I love you so
No,
much.
listen to me. My mom's the only one in my family that really. Everyone's so busy. I understand it's a doorstopper. I understand the book weighs 6.5 pounds.
Let me tell you about you. Like, here's the deal. The Newmans, were hassling me. They were hassling me till they got their book. Hassling me.
Good. With the new ones coming out, and we're going to do some events. We're going to do some stuff in honor of our Second Amendment, our First Amendment, the great patriots who are incarcerated. And I'm just going to mention this because, can I mention a little bit
Go
about
ahead.
Afghanistan? For all you veterans out there, anyone that gave blood and treasure, I thank you for your service. You guys were not the wrong ones. It's the leaders, the lack of leadership.
Lack of.
And
leaders.
that's no way to leave. We got to build back our country. We have to do things the right way. It's not their fault. And there's a man in prison tonight who spoke out.
Yeah.
And these clowns, and I'm going to say it, General Milley, shame on you. Shame on these.
Should be hung.
These people should be
hung.
fired. They should be out, and they should be in jail.
Biden should be hung.
Yeah, they're at least you
Due process.
At least you didn't go to the mattresses. Remember the Godfather? You went to the meeting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I want him to go through due process and then be sentenced.
Yeah, they should have the
Like I haven't got us in trouble before.
due process is the thing. You're presumed innocent, but these people they don't pay the piper. So there's some questions here I want to ask you though. I want to before you too far on the
Wait,
show.
let's do the toast.
Is it toast time?
It's right there.
I love this.
Right, it's toast. Wait a minute. First, it's supposed to be the women's section. Do we have a women's section tonight?
After the toast, yeah.
Oh, after the toast.
I
So
think
this
so.
is
All right. So we're gonna do the toast. Yeah, you're right.
now this. Are you a dog person and you're a cat person too? Not so much cats.
Like I love all living creatures, but no.
I love it. No, come on, a ferret.
I love here's the deal. You know what I really want? What do I want? What creature do I want? Do you remember? If you ask Gabriel, he'll tell
I
you.
don't remember.
I want a bearded dragon.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the closest I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to get to a cat. It's about the same size.
All right, my cats love me, but this is a toast. May we lift up our glasses, guys, in this wobbly.
Well, you gotta give him a second. All right, everybody, get
Come
your
on,
beverage.
come on now.
Here we go. We're doing
All
the
you
toast.
pet
Get your
lovers out
beverages.
there, may we be who our dogs think we are.
Only if I could.
Oh my God!
I wish I could live up to that.
Woo, woo, woo!
Woo, woo, woo.
Right roared, right roared.
We have a lot of
Roar,
people
roar.
watching. Fernando got his case Monday.
Jeez, I hope so. She had to
Fernando.
take a second mortgage on her house.
I know.
These
Between the
kids-
first
Like,
one and the second one.
where is Colorado? Like, where the... Oh, no, wait, where is he in Kansas?
Kansas, Wichita.
It's
Where
just-
is that? Like in Africa or something?
You would think.
It's in flyover country. Flyover, right in the middle of the states.
It costs like a fifth of our budget
To send it?
If we had to pay for it, we didn't because Julie pays for it. She's like, I'll send it. I'm like, oh,
I'll tell you what,
about
shipping. You got to say something about the Amazon guy. He cornered the market on this stuff.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Shipping. Is this the case?
Yeah, it'll be for pickup only.
Yeah, pickup only. And you got to pick up your stuff within 2 weeks.
We don't deliver.
You get a month. Give them a month. If you get a month, you'll see it again.
We're working around with stuff.
Even Domino's stopped delivering. Now they say, they get
what happened? What happened to the automated? They got the...
No, that little, that's freaky. That's freaky.
Let me help you out. Don't deliver me a pizza with that because I'm shooting it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? I went to Publix the other day, and with that damn automated thing, I want to talk to a cashier, man. Now I got to work.
What happened? How you doing today?
How about a little service? I got a part-time job. I got to bag my own groceries.
You get out of here faster if you work for the company.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate that. Yeah. But there's a great question here. Where have you trained? Where have you trained? You talk about
both civilian and military.
Oh, wait. Ladies segment first.
Oh, ladies segment first.
Oh,
we gotta do the ladies segment.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta play the video first. We ain't doing crap until we get the.
Here it is. Carrie's on it.
That was such a bad act.
It's great. Okay, ladies. Not everybody carries a gun, but you have to be very self-aware. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be able to protect yourself. So some of the things that we teach in the Refuse to be a Victim seminar is home security. Some of the simple things you can do that don't cost a lot of money is you can replace the screws in your deadbolt that go into the actual frame, the door frame, and you want to replace those screws with 3-inch screws so that somebody can't just kick your door in. It's one thing that doesn't cost you very much.
You just take screws out and put screws in, right?
Exactly. It's very simple. What?
She's saying you can check newly bought houses to check to see because they tend to use smaller screws.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Because your screws that what they come with normally are about 3/4-inch screws. You want to pull those suckers out of there and put it in 3-inch screws. So it makes it much more secure. You want to use deadbolts that are double keyed so that somebody can't just reach in and if they break the window or reach in and open it up.
That was one thing that we switched out.
And then you make sure that you have the key to that deadbolt for the inside someplace close, but not where somebody can actually reach in and get a hold of it. Things to think about.
Okay.
All right. When you want to lock your door, a lot of people in the old days would use like a chain lock, and those things are useless. So there's some better things out there.
They're not. Ask Nyland when he comes home at night. I'll tell you a story about that in a second. Go ahead.
All right. There's a bar slider like they have in hotel rooms a lot of times.
Right.
That the little bar will slide over and it's easier. And they don't cost very much. They're very, very easy to put on. You can put in a peephole, but the peephole that you want to buy is going to be at least 180 degrees because if you just look straight ahead, you can't see somebody hiding on either side.
Lens.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see much more.
Pretend you're shooting Tarantino film. That's like do that kind of like cool thing.
So there are lots of really cheap things you can do to protect yourself inside your house. Outdoor lighting is really important. If you have little, what do you call them, the electric eyes. So when it gets dark, the lighting comes on. People will go to some place that's dark rather than come to a house that's all lit up. You want to have shrubs around your house, and if you have shrubs, you want to keep them far enough away from the windows and have like spiky things like crown of thorns or something so that the bad guys can't hide behind the shrubs and break into your windows.
So not far enough away, but closer to
the windows.
That's
so that
smart, though.
people can't can't hide in there. Lots of little things that you can think about. You
never think of that though.
She would because she's a counselor. You know what a counselor is?
Yeah.
The level above instructor. So it's almost like she's my boss.
Oh no! I'm very bossy. I am not his boss.
It's like
straight out of the concealed weapons class.
Exactly. Remember who's the boss?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
We need to do. So, I'm going to talk about something. Go ahead.
All right, windows. Different kinds of locks on your windows. You want to make sure that somebody can't stick a little slider up in between your windows and open them up the.
Not a White Castle burger. I'm sorry.
So you want to check that out. And we teach you all of this in our seminars. Your keys, you want to separate your keys. This comes right from McGowan's class. Why don't you talk about the
terrible
keys?
With this.
You're
Are
really
those
good
yours
at
keys,
these.
Julie? Are those yours or are those mine?
Those are mine.
Wow.
He taught me how to do this.
Wow.
Like, this is not so you can break bones in somebody's face and head. This is to separate your keys.
Okay.
Because if you put this on there to add weight so that you can break bones in people's face and use it as a weapon, that's illegal in all 50 states.
Okay.
But since she just has it to separate her keys, that's legal in all 50 states.
I see.
So you want to separate your keys because it's like this. You got to understand this. People have machines that copy keys, so please stop giving friggin' your house key to people you don't know. All right? And just to let you know, they're also cloning
The fobs?
your remotes, your fobs,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, right? So this is very nice. It's very convenient. Not that you would use this to hit people in their friggin' head. It just makes it very convenient so that you can separate your keys.
That's nice.
So take your car key and separate it. So if you have to give it to someone, if they have to drive your car, wash it, whatever, here you go. You don't need these. You can have this. Well, you know, Mike, that if you leave that hanging in your ignition, it's going to ruin your ignition. Right. That's why you can take it off and put your friggin' key in your ignition without that on it.
You know, when I was growing up, my dad told me when I first started dating, put your keys between your fingers and you can stab them in the face. And I thought that was a great idea till I met Mike and some other guys. And what I learned is if you do that, you're going to rip the meat off of your own knuckles or break your own hand.
You're going to break
So
your
it's a
hand.
Dumb thing.
Because
Dumb.
people that say that have never hit anything with keys between their fingers.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what it do is it just bends.
It messes you up.
Yes.
Trust me.
Spoken from experience?
Not that I was dumb enough to do that. We'll just leave it at don't do it.
Do as
So-
I say, not as I do. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Julie.
And so also this has a lanyard on it, 550 cord, so it won't
Yep.
break. And it has a little loop on here. So when I get out of my car, this is where my keys are. Okay, so that I can have my hands free to do whatever I need to do. When I come out of the grocery store, wherever I'm coming out of, my keys are here. So I can use them very.
Do you cop an attitude when you're alone walking at night by yourself in a situation, in a town, a street you don't know?
No, it gives me a tingle.
Mike, that was Julie's question.
Sorry.
I'm not trying to escalate anything, but I'm
No, but you want to be aware.
I'm not an easy target. So yeah, I'm
but
aware
are
of my
you
surroundings.
thinking about it? You're
Oh,
like
yes.
you're looking for sniper.
What's your number one tool in your self-defense toolbox? What's your number one tool?
You're just being aware.
Being aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
What's your number two tool?
I didn't know what it was going to be.
Run.
I was going to say
Run away.
fight or flee, right?
Well, it's more like you have to be in fight mode the whole time,
Yes.
right?
But
You got to
you-
understand what that means, fight or flight. all
Yeah,
right?
fight or flight is what I
You
mean.
have to be in fight mode the whole time, but
Right.
fight doesn't mean you have to fight.
Right.
Fight could be, hey, what do they call it? Strategic retreat.
Uh-huh.
Just run away. Like we always say, if you know what time your gunfight starts, don't show up. Run away.
Yeah.
Run away, run away, run away, run away all the time. Don't be in a fight. Don't be in a knife fight. Don't be in a gunfight. Run away.
Yeah.
You have no need to be in a fight. Run away.
Now, to some people, some of the machismo,
Excuse me.
some people that are, that would seem antithetical to people who are with some of the stereotypes of people who, let's say, right? And
Yep.
you deal with it. You deal with the boys that are getting the gun. That's why you like to teach women, right?
Yep.
It sounds like it would be the opposite. Like now some people say coward. But to avoid the fight,
Here's the deal.
no, to avoid the fight is the big thing.
Like there's a difference from being intelligent
Right.
and being afraid.
That's right.
Like here's the deal. I've been in a lot of fights in my life, both
Yeah.
personally and professionally.
Yeah.
Okay. I would much rather not be in a fight.
Yeah, avoid the thing. Avoid the thing.
Like here's the deal. One of my friends said something to me today that, well, not today, but the other day that was really cool. Not really cool, but it's just a great idea. right? So this guy has done a lot of real world things. Like, he's fought a lot of people that were trying to kill him while he was fighting them.
Okay.
And none of them were in this country.
Wow.
All right? So he's doing shit that they write movies about.
Right.
And you know what he said to me? I don't want to get hurt anymore. Yeah. Right? He's like, I don't want to get hurt anymore. I'm done. I don't want to get hurt anymore.
So be smart, be intelligent.
Yeah.
It's the same principle as knowing how to use your weapon. It's the same thing. It's not, like
using your gun,
yeah,
your knife,
correct,
is down on the
Yes.
list of priorities.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be like the
Knowing where you
gunslinger.
are, getting away from it, trying to talk your way out of it, using it.
At the same time, you give people the chops to be able to defend themselves if
That's
that
it.
time,
That's
if
it.
that midnight stroke comes, if that 3 o'clock in the morning call, they ask all the politicians, what are you going to do at 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
Wake
Right?
up,
Right?
then shit my pants.
And book a flight.
Oh, unless it's Benghazi, we're going to go back to bed or golf or go
Yeah.
back to the fundraiser and let Americans die. But if it's not that, fact check that, you motherfuckers. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Like, it was coming, I couldn't stop
I know,
it.
I know.
You know what Scorsese are like? We got to get you a walk on in a Scorsese thing, or Tarantino, because it's you don't waste an F-bomb. You don't.
I try to pinpoint them.
No, you don't waste one.
Right.
They're authentic. They come out naturally.
They
I
do.
do want to ask you where you have trained. Where you have trained.
Can I just
Yes.
finish up?
Yes.
So we do the seminars, Refuse to be a Victim, which
Right.
teaches you how to be safer in your house, around town, when you're traveling. And so if anybody's interested in actually taking a seminar, because what I just gave you now
counselor.
is, yeah.
Thumbnail
What-
sketch.
Yeah, it's a tiny, tiny little bit of what we learned because I always thought I was pretty aware of all of the things I needed to know how to do. And I took this class and I said, oh, wow, there's a whole lot more to self-defense and being secure. So if you want to take a class, I need at least 10 people and just message me on Facebook and we'll set it up.
Who's taking the classes? You're looking for young ladies from what age to what age?
It could
What's
be like
Could be
13
anyway.
and up.
13 and up. Right.
Maybe 10 and up, yeah. Men, women, doesn't matter.
Self-defense. What's the proper name of that?
It's called Refuse to be a Victim.
Refuse. I love
And it
that.
has nothing to do with your guns or your
No.
knives. It's other ways to be protecting yourself.
Like, you don't want to
So-
use your gun or your knife.
Right.
Like, if you have to use your gun or your knife, you want to be proficient at it.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right? But remember this, you don't want to be in a fight. You don't want to be in a fight. You don't want to be in a fight.
No,
You
you're
don't wanna
not.
be
You're
in a
not pitching that, and it doesn't come out that way. You do it as a self. You told me that a conversation a couple years ago.
fight. You don't want to be in
Your
a fight.
number one job is
Run away. Run away.
run away.
Run away.
Yeah.
But if you get into that situation,
Like, basically, I want to start stretching more than dry firing because I want to run away. But I will tell you this, while we got this going, and we're talking about, all right, we now have simunition guns. So VTA now has simunition guns.
what is it? Simunition.
Simunition is what, like, military law enforcement use for force-on-force training.
Okay.
But the thing about, there's like UTM guns, which I really like, but we don't have them. We have simunition guns, right? Simunition guns fire an actual cartridge. So it's
Okay.
firing pin, strikes the primer, ignites the gunpowder, shoots a projectile, which is legal for your concealed weapon classes. So we can now do concealed weapons classes
With actual
at people's houses.
with actual bullets.
Well, it's not a bullet.
Oh, it's not.
It's a
bullet.
projectile.
Okay.
There's a difference. Like, if I could pull out and depending on how much I have to drink, I could pull out a simunition gun and shoot you right here. You will not be happy with me.
Please don't.
You'll probably bleed, but it won't go inside you. You know, because it's a wax, like a wax paintball.
Like a rubber bullet kind of thing.
It's not rubber bullets. Like, don't get shot with a rubber bullet.
They hurt.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it sounds like. It is a rubber bullet. It is a rubber bullet stuck into a real casing that is shot out of a real gun.
And that can do some damage.
It breaks your bones.
But
Simunitions split your skin sometimes. Will leave you with a welt. So because of the way the cartridges are, they're legal for concealed weapons classes in the state
I
of
see.
Florida.
Okay.
So we can now do concealed weapons classes in
Simulation.
people's houses, in your living room, shooting into like a Tupperware, like a Rubbermaid thing with towels in it. Like, but that's the beginning to us doing force-on-force training.
Okay.
Like we have now we have that. We have blank guns. Like we have blank barrels that go in actual guns. And the big thing about that is when you're doing training and you're shooting at paper, even when you're adding stress to it, it's not the same thing.
You're talking about paper like a target.
Yeah.
You're talking like on a target on a, where you see the guy's face with the different things.
Yeah, so I did a class with some of my Apex women, right? And what we did is they all have
Savages.
They all have Glock 19s, right? I have a blank barrel for a Glock 19. So we take out their barrel and put in the blank barrel and fire blanks through it. And the difference is you are going to your gun, coming out, and pressing the trigger on your gun at a human being. Like I wore a mask, so it's not, you don't see my face. Like, oh no, some of them probably want to shoot me right in my friggin' face. All right? But fake knife coming at you, and you go, because it's different. Like, when you put a blue gun,
You're
it's a
talking
blue
about
gun.
you're simulating like a
It's your gun
yeah.
that you dry fire with, you take to the range, you
Right.
practice, you train with it, stuff like that. It's your gun,
Right.
and it's coming out, and you're looking through your sights, and you're pressing your trigger, and it's firing.
A real human being.
Like, there's a big friggin' difference.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're firing at a real person is different. It's a whole different ball.
So, like, here's the deal.
It's like practice, like Brady practicing with in the scrimmage versus the real.
Well, it's like this. It's like Brady having people run at him to tackle him.
Yeah, seriously.
Right. Like, I could take this gun,
Right.
not that I have a gun on right now, clear it, show it to you that it's empty, take the magazine out, everything's safe, give it to you. So scientifically, science, if you point it at me, I'm in no danger. It's bad safety, right? But I'm in no danger because there's no way for it to shoot me. Do you understand the difference?
Yeah, but you're still saying it's bad safety because it's
Because
bad
you're building
habit.
bad habit.
That's what you're trying to teach me that one
guys,
day.
you got to take the concealed weapons class.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's I will because
Right,
that you
right, because you understand already, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's common
But you
sense.
don't, you know, but you'll be uncomfortable pointing it at me.
Can I tell you something? I had a valet parking lot in Southfield, Michigan, 10 in Southfield. It was one of the best jobs I ever had. I parked cars, and then I was going to college at the same time, getting tips. And this guy, Kareem, came in. He was, hey, Habibi. He pulled a gun on me and pointed it at me.
Oh.
And I never forgot that. I go,
What did that feel like?
I tell you what, it might have been, not that it was I can't even describe.
Because you don't know how much danger you were actually in.
You're in a point where your life flashed.
Yeah.
There's a trepidation, a fear, because you're totally disarmed. You're naked. You're vulnerable. You're helpless. Which the victim thing. I hate victims playing victim thing. It's like this is the greatest country.
Trust me, we got you.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So that I never forgot that. I never forgot that. So you got to be. So the habit is, not even a habit. Even if it's empty,
Right.
you don't do that.
Right. But the feeling you will get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the feeling that, like, I'm not going to point at you. I'm like, why? You can't hurt me with it.
No, see, that's,
But you know better.
you know better because it's just bad habit.
It's a bad habit, right? Like, it's like this. I'm in no danger. But everybody else you will come across in the rest of your life is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So there's,
yeah, that's deep.
you know, so that's why we don't do it,
Yeah,
right? Safety is written for the lowest common denominator,
right.
okay?
That makes sense.
But the thing is, the second you go to your gun and you come out and you realize that it's your gun and you're going to press the trigger and it's pointed at a human being, it's a whole different ballgame.
It's a whole different ballgame in terms of responsibility and what's on the line.
Right. Well, it's like, it's a whole different feeling. Like, here's the deal. I could take all my savages, put them out there, have a target come at them. They'll draw, lay the hate. Boom, we're done. But there's no danger. know what I mean?
Now you put in a real situation or a simulated simulation with real
like this.
people.
I'll
it's
give
a
you an
different
example.
ballgame.
I'll give you an example. I had a guy tonight, right? he is like a head like cancer guy. Right, so he deals with real world stress.
Yeah, he's talking about people that are the
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. He's a surgeon.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
pressure's on.
So here's the deal. I love working with those type of people
They get
because they get it. Like, it doesn't bother them. Like, I got a simple drill. I call it the 1-and-1 drill, right?
it. Yeah.
So target's out at 21 feet. You draw, you take your shot, boom. And the second you take the shot, I move the target at you, and you fire another shot. Then we go.
It's coming at you.
So that's 1-and-1. Then we go to 1-and-2. Then we go to 1-and-3. We go to 1-and-5. You know, we keep going. And what it is I tell them, I said, listen, this is what we're about to do. My job is to stress you out. Your job is not to let that happen.
It'd be unflappable.
So, up to 5 rounds. Like, he don't even give a shit.
Yeah. He's
Bang! The gun comes out, and like, he's new. He's new to guns,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like his 4th lesson, maybe his 4th lesson. He's like, sights, trigger, sights, trigger, sights, trigger. As the targets all the way up to 5 rounds. Not even a problem.
because he's at the gun range every day. He's doing surgery.
Right? He's not at the gun range every day.
No, he's doing.
But when he's not, like you said,
No, but that's like the gun.
Right.
That's like surgery is.
it doesn't
being-
matter. Like
yeah.
he is, the stress is nothing to him.
Yeah.
And I took him outside, so listen to this deal. We're gonna bump it up. All right. My job is to stress you out. Your job is what? He's like, not let it happen. I'm like, all right, good, right? He goes, well, I don't understand. I go,
He's like
we got to
James
understand
Bond.
that you're just doing phenomenal at this job because of who you are. Like most people back up, and I got to grab them and push them forward because as the target comes towards them, when it gets close, they back up because they're afraid because the stress starts to get to them. Right? And he's like, oh, okay, go. But this time we're going to do 1-and-6. I told him 1-and-5 is as high as we're going to go. I go, that's the playoff.
What's 1-6? What is that?
You take one shot,
Yeah.
boom. The second you shoot, it comes at you. But you have 6 other shots you have to take within that 21 feet.
Oh, you have to fire 6 times.
Yep. So I got to tell you this. His up to 5, they're all right here. They're fist size. They're either in the red or in the black or just a little bit outside the black.
Which is what? That's a good thing.
He's killing it. He's
On the
killing
target, you're saying.
it. Yep, he's killing it. He's 10x, 10, or maybe on a bad shot, 9.
Wow.
9 ring, right? He's killing it. Okay? I go, but now we're going to do 6. No, at 5, he had no problem. Cool as a cucumber. I put 6 in there, and it got in his head. And now he acted like everybody else. He came out, he took a shot, he started shooting, he come off his sights, off his right eye. He started shooting, and when it got close, he backed up, which he laughed at 2 minutes ago. Right? And I'm like, he put the gun down, he goes, I get it. I'm like, you get it? He goes, I get it. The next time, right back into pow, pow, pow. This is a new guy. He's new to guns. But he is not new to stress.
Yeah, but he's the kind of guy like the savages, like the ladies, that
Right.
are like a blank sheet,
Well, you got,
that are open.
he's a surgeon.
No.
He's highly trained.
No, he's used to stress situations.
Right. Like,
Right.
plus he's used to taking instructions.
Would that be the same kind of temperament you'd want to have in it's a whole other
Go ahead, go
a
ahead.
pilot? A pilot has to have.
Pilots make good shots.
I
I trained a couple
I would
pilots.
think that they would, right? They have to.
Rick. Right, Kirk. But Rick, I got a guy that comes and said, hey, I'm going to the, not the air marshal, but the pilot school.
Uh-huh.
Right, so they're not, there's 2 different ones. Like air marshals
Right.
are Greek gods.
Yeah.
Like,
You're talking about air marshals on the plane.
yep. So he was a commercial pilot. He's like,
So-
I'm getting ready to go to school. So what we did is we went out and set up a fake cockpit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
so he was facing this way, facing away from the range, that he would have to turn and shoot
like down the aisle of the plane.
through the door,
Yeah.
right? And we did stuff like that. And like, I love training Rick. You know what I mean?
So what other kind of categories of people? I mean, it could be, you know what? I have
Stenographers.
Yeah.
to not because they're under a lot of pressure. But how about even, I don't know if you can say that moms or house people that are managing a lot of things, a lot of stress, making it appear real.
Here's my top 2.
That's why women.
Here's my top 2. Ready?
Yeah.
Stenographers. I've had one. Susie. She's my god of dry
Oh, it's
firing.
Susie England.
Yes.
She's my god,
She is. She's
my
Susie.
god.
Rock star.
right? She's my god, okay? Surgeons. And we're going to break that down. Plastic surgeons.
Wow.
Because they're on their feet doing this
Precise work.
for hours,
Yeah.
right? The
Pressure.
focus is just like, and I thought they were my gods. Like I thought, like I almost said his name. Like I trained a guy who I love. I call him my cyborg
Oh.
because he's a friggin' robot.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a robot. He's not perfect. He's like, I'm like, you missed by this much. I'm like it's not in the same hole. I understand you're upset, but give me a friggin' break. All right?
Yeah.
Like, but then I met Susie.
She's that good, huh?
Like, you got to understand that, like, Susie has, like, came in. Her first shot was in the X. Her very first shot in the X. And she didn't want to take it. I said, listen, I had to talk her into it. We're going to go out there. She's like, I'm not going out there. I'm like, we're going out there. And you're going to fire one shot. You want to fire more? You can. If you don't, you don't. But you got to fire one shot. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I had to get her over the fear of taking a shot.
Yeah.
She wanted to take her first shot in the X. Like, her focus level,
It's precise.
it's
Uncanny.
unhuman.
Like a laser beam, she focuses.
Like, you gotta understand, like this is the thing. I'm like, why is it like that? Like, she's like, well, you know, this is what we're doing. Do you know they're typing 3 sentences behind? Listen, think about that for 2 seconds,
That's a lot of pressure.
right? And that's what they all do.
That's mad.
That's what they all do.
That's maddening. That's a certain kind of talent.
Right?
And focus. You're
That's
right.
what they all do. That's why they have the high, like, they're, now I have the hiccups. I don't know why. We have to finish yours. You may have to slide that over, wobble it over.
Hey, this is Joe.
So, this is Joe. But it's like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are there groups that are not to throw a whole bunch of people out of the
Under the bus.
under the bus?
You want to throw people under the bus.
No, what about, I think that lawyers being full of like a lot of would not being showy and want.
Yeah, there's like,
Not to,
holy crap.
It's probably, to stereotype it is probably unfair. Boo! What is that? Is that like a thing?
No, I just made it up.
Don't try this at home. This is a trained professional.
It's like,
And-
that's like why women make better shots than men.
Let's recap that though for the folks that haven't listened to the whole show or other shows. That
You know, the whole, I have a penis and a credit card, so I'm a gun expert. Like, that's awesome, but it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
And it says that on the application too, on a lot of the cards.
It should. But it's like, like I always say to women, I go like, you'll make a much better shot than a man because you have a higher focus level, and I'm one step up from a chimp. You never heard that?
No, that's funny.
I could be in the middle of the most important decision in my life and be like, is that a Skittle?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So,
Is that a skill?
like, what do you do for other
Bam.
jobs? Besides, what do you do for the theater? Do you work at?
I do talks around town. I do talks at Burns Court and the Sarasota Film Festival. And
What's with the theater? Do you have a connection with that?
I do. I'm doing a movie next. You mean Burns Court next
Yeah.
to Andrew? Yeah.
Here's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Talk.
Can we get like the Front Side Press Veritas
Yes.
group in there and do a movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I get to pick the movie.
Oh.
I think we start off with Red Dawn, the original,
Oh yeah.
We'll do something.
or maybe John Wick. I think we should John Wick with alcohol. That's all I'm saying. Can we
I-
get together and do something like
absolutely.
that? Maybe as a fundraiser for both.
Yeah, and I have relationships all around town. So I mean, I work with the Sarasota Film Festival. That's this film society.
Yep.
And I also contacts with cinema. I do my movie show, of course.
Of course.
And then
Which movie show is that?
at the movies with Gus Molester. I did.
When is that on?
It's on whenever they get the thing done. Mark has been very good, Carrie, everybody here. But I used to do it on Comcast for years. 10
Yep.
years I did it, and I've done it now over here for a few years, and it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I love the studio here.
I love
Mark is-
bouncing in when you're doing a show.
Mark is the best.
He's the
It's
best.
a great place.
He's the best.
And he's feeling, and Carrie's kicking tail, and they've had some changes here, but Carrie's doing it. our boy, or not better half. Carrie's the better half. Thank you for being here, man. But this is great. We just,
Not that we've ever trained together.
no, but we'll make something happen. Michael, we'll make something happen. Make
You know,
something-
like,
absolutely.
we'll figure out how to do a fundraiser or something like that.
Let's break bread and we'll talk.
Well, like this, I got approached by one of my friends. Like, it's funny. Like we were telling you, like one of my friends calls me and they want to ask me a favor.
Yeah,
Right, and here's the deal. If you're gonna ask me a favor,
ask.
tell me.
Yeah,
Like, it's like this.
I need a favor.
Right. Like, are we friends?
Yeah.
How
absolutely.
good of friends are we,
We're
guys?
friends, man. You're gonna fucking watch my
Right, do
back.
I love you?
I love you.
Right? That's it, right?
We've been
So if
on
you
a
need
journey that we
something-
can't talk about.
Right. If you need something, who should you call?
I'm calling you.
Right. And are you gonna ask me or you're gonna tell me?
No, I'm gonna tell you.
That's it, right?
need
Because
it,
you
Michael.
know this is what I need.
I
right?
called you.
So here's what
I'm not gonna talk about it.
One of my friends goes on, she's like, oh, Mike.
Him and Han.
You know, I'm working with the, and they do, and I'm like, oh, I'm really big on that, you know. And then she's like, and, you know, and I'm like, stop. And she's like, what? I'm like, stop. I'm like, listen. I go, let me ask you a question. She goes, oh, okay. I go, are we friends? She goes, yeah. I go, are we like real friends? And she's like, yeah, well, we're real friends. I'm like, all right, am I a better friend than you are to me? She's like, no. I go, then stop, because it's painful. It's painful. Just tell me. Like, she goes, I'm like, all right, this is how, you want me to tell you how you should have won? She goes, please, because I'm a little confused right now. I'm like, you should have called me up. All right, and I go, hello? And you go, hey, I need a favor. And I go, what do you need? And this is what I need. All right, and I'm like, all right, this is what we're going to do. She's like, okay, all right. I go, because if not, then obviously I'm a much better friend to you than you are to me. That if you feel that way. And she's like, okay, I understand. This is what I need. I'm like, all right, this is how we're going to make it happen. Right, so I would love to do some fundraisers.
No, we'll do it. It's done. I got your back. You got mine. And when I won't mention, someday we'll be able to talk about things out in the open. I'm not saying it. I'm talking in code, Pilgrim. Pilgrim. Yo.
I was just showing a picture of me.
Anyway, you
today, like
were
this.
there for me. You were there for me, and you set the tone the right way on something. I won't even go into the detail of it. I was like Jerry Lewis. I hate you. When in doubt, do Jerry Lewis.
Here's the deal. You always got to understand this, guys. No one will ever hurt you when I'm around you. Including yourself.
You hear that, self? Now cut it out. I'm going to ask not going to ask that question.
Go right ahead.
Where have you trained?
Both.
That question now, meaning where have you trained yourself? Where have you trained people?
Yeah.
And where have you been trained by people? Both ways.
All right, so, like, first, you know,
Like,
I started...
who taught you to be respectful of the gun?
Oh. Well, it's like this. First, you got to understand that I have my military record, okay?
Right?
But the military record is not the highest record.
Okay.
All right,
Fair
so
enough.
I will tell you that...
You didn't peak there. You didn't peak there.
Well, no, because it's like, here's the deal. I've had two people in my life who have been very humbling to me to be around, that I have been allowed to teach with.
And who are they? Or can you
We'll say Dave and Bob.
Dave and Bob. Mm-hmm. Okay. Leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
You have them in like a honor ring for you.
Oh my God, they're my heroes.
Wow. So that's deep.
Like literally, my heroes that I call them, and when I talk to them, I tell them thank you for everything you do for me, and both of them are always like, what did I do for you? I'm like you have done so much for me. You know what I mean? So there is like a very humbling, like, so Dave, I got to teach a bunch of classes with. All right, and he is like, two of these people are probably the two best instructors on the planet. I don't give a shit. Like his deal, you know what? Fuck you. I don't care who you think, who you watch on fucking YouTube. Or did I say another one?
Yeah.
I'm at the $3. Who you watch on YouTube? I don't care. Right? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Right? You don't. Like, they're just people that you are never going to hear about because you can't be told about them.
Yeah.
Right? You know, they've retired more friggin' people than Social Security. All right, and it's just like, please tell me about how good you are. You know what I mean? Please. right? And it's just like,
So you owe them a debt of
I
gratitude.
owe them everything as far as my professional career
Wow,
goes.
isn't that nice?
You know,
Dave
there's like
and
this.
Bob.
There's like sniper school, all right? Instructor Joe White, not his real name, which I learned, all right, to teach me how I need to press the trigger, right? Just, I owe a lot of what I do with a handgun to sniper school, all right? Just what I learned there about how to shoot. Just is just.
And where have you trained, folks? Where have you trained in your history?
I have done firearms training in Germany, in Egypt,
Whoa,
in Colombia,
no kidding.
in Dominica,
Wow.
we'll just leave it at that. All right, so I've been
And
on,
of course, the states here.
of course, states. Like I've been on 4 different continents.
Wow.
All right.
Is there a difference? And this question just came to. Is there a difference with the respect toward the firearm, depending on the culture? Do Americans? It's a strange question, but value because of the the Second Amendment. No, the Second.
No,
Okay.
no, they take advantage.
They take.
They
advantage.
don't understand the freedom. Like this. Like without mentioning names, I'm out mentioning anybody's resume. All right.
No,
I have a good friend who teaches Gabriel, my kid,
right.
football. Right? He played in the NFL, did a coaching internship with the Patriots, and now has an awesome job. And we won't mention it because,
Yeah.
right? And just a great guy. All right. So he teaches Gabriel. He
Right.
does one-on-one with him. He loves it. I love that he loves it.
What a
Gabriel,
great- what a
right?
great thing.
But with a 10-year-old kid, I got to have a conversation with him to explain to him
What's going on?
what's going on.
This
and
is
at
not
10
happening.
years old, he's like, oh, I get it. He's like, Dad, I understand. I'm like, do you really? Because this is not reality.
Like everybody doesn't have that happen.
You're right. This is not reality.
Mickey Mantle's not going to come over
Right.
and play baseballs with you.
Right. And he's like, Dad, I understand what's going on. I'm like, you sure? And he's like, yes, I understand that this is not
Yeah.
what everybody gets.
Yes.
That we can't even talk about it.
What a great lesson for you to do that, to make him appreciate and be grounded and have gratitude.
You
That's
know,
great for you, Michael.
Like that. So it's like we forget that because we think, oh, it's just the way it is. No, it's not friggin' the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, because I have friends in a whole bunch of different countries that yell at me all the time for the jackasses in this country that don't friggin' understand it. I'm like, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, I understand.
Michael,
I get it.
Come out of your show, would you please? Would you
Oh, no. I'm just going to stay calm. But, like, people don't get it. Like, I do lessons with people that were not born here.
Yeah.
Right? I got a lady that was born in Rhodesia. And she's basically like, why don't you people understand it? Like, I understand it. Those jackasses don't.
So she has a respect. She has.
Oh, my God. I take notes from her.
Oh, really?
Literally. Because she lived through it. And I tell her all the time. I tell her that all the time. I'm taking notes for you. Because I know what I know, but I'm a techniques and skills guy. I haven't lived through this, and I'm living through it now.
You know what this feels like to me? It feels like the Americans here, and me being born here, you being born here.
Yep.
We have taken our freedom and our liberties for granted, and the communist people that came from communist countries to this place.
Oh, my God.
I have
trust
met
me, they call me all the time.
Russians, Venezuelans,
Hungarians.
Cubans, all these folks, they appreciate it more, and they get it more about what our
Yeah, but they don't need to be mad at me because I get it. You know who I get it from? The friggin' Cubans. The Cubans are mad at me. I'm like, why are you mad at me? I'm on your side. I get it.
And one of the great Cubans of all time, and Tony Montana. First you get the women, then you get the gun. What was the?
Say hello to my little friend.
That's it. That's it.
Which an M203 can't do that. I just want to throw that out. You're so good.
Good for you, Carrie. That's a home run.
Yeah. But you got to understand this. Like,
Is it-
they're all upset.
I know.
And they yell at me, and it's like, don't yell at me, yell at them. I get it.
You know what? Michael's so gotten to know him better and better all through the years. He's so calm most of the time. He's like Bond, you know.
Until somebody's yelling at me, if it's not my fault.
And then a gasket goes, and it's like, you're lying.
You have no idea what it's like. like to be yelled at somebody, but where you're going like this. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. They're yelling at me. I'm like, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to tell people that.
What are we gonna do there, my dear?
Don't drink with a Cuban. Don't. Because you know what they're gonna get mad and they're gonna blame you for Biden.
Don't drink with a Cuban person or a cigar. Okay.
Oh, you always drink with a Cuban cigar.
Yeah.
But don't drink with a freaking Cuban person. Because they're gonna say, like,
I love
there's
the
nothing
Cuban.
worse than having a Cuban yell at me and go, why are you so stupid? I'm like, I'm not! I'm not!
We were doing fine there. We were doing fine.
Yeah, but like when I take blame for shit that I didn't do, I'm getting upset.
By the way, I'm going to Miami tomorrow. I'm doing a little run for Andrews.
Hey,
I'm not
hey.
picking up any Cubans. I'm saying not going.
Don't put a Biden flag on your car and drive down to Miami.
Please, please, please.
I'm just saying.
Please. That thought just made me almost.
I'm just saying.
So
They'll swim 90 miles to get in shark-infested waters.
Unbelievable.
Right, and be like, oh, well, America is racist. Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Tell that to somebody who doesn't live here.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right.
What have you got in the
No,
dish?
I'm the guest.
You like
This
that,
is
don't
for
you?
the case.
This is the
For the
case?
case.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna throw another Get Trump book out there.
Oh, we're doing the
nice.
book.
Yeah,
this is
we'll
for the
just-
book.
it's enough-
All right, for the book.
because the new version's coming out with George Washington and Abe Lincoln as the forward.
I got to send them the pictures.
How
That's
cool.
why he's saying that.
How
Okay.
cool.
All right.
No,
This-
I'm
this
not
is
doing
for
it
a
for that
book.
reason.
And I need the pen, please.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just need to write down the winner.
U.S. Law Shield.
Yes, absolutely.
I wasn't.
Because we're too cheap to buy our own pens. What did we do? What did we do wrong this time?
She was saying Moore's Vision only has a very limited number of
We'll bring more pens.
Didn't steal you.
64. Sorry, you got to count that high.
wow.
I tried to get low. I promise.
All right.
I tried to be able.
So this is for a book.
This is for a Gus book.
Get Trump.
You either get Trump or you want to get Trump.
And I'm doing the follow-up. The follow-up is Get America. You either get America or you want to get America.
That is
That's
a great
next year.
idea
Next year.
because people hate.
Some of us love it. Look at who's
Bearded
that
Dragon.
Bearded Dragon.
Oh, that's
You weren't here for that, did you?
Oh, that's funny.
Were you here for that?
That's a great graphic.
Did you know when we had the guy come in?
That
From,
guy?
what was that place? What was the place?
Oh, I don't
like
know.
Alligator Adventures up in.
Kiss a Gator or something
Kiss a
like
Gator.
Gator.
Oh, Kiss a Gator?
Yeah.
And he brought a bunch of stuff, and he brought
brought
like
it?
this.
Oh, and put
Like, this is
a,
one of the biggest controversies at my house is whether I can get a bearded dragon or not. Like he broke out this bearded dragon, right? And I took it, I put it on my shoulder, and she just sat there.
What did you
While
want?
we're doing the show, she just sat there.
What did you want her to do? A magic trick?
Well, she didn't try to get off my shoulder.
No, no.
She snuggled up to me. Like that's the thing. She just sat there.
Because you're a snuggly kind of guy.
I am. But people don't understand that, but you do.
To a bearded dragon.
She was like,
Oh.
I like this guy. Then I put it down and put it over here, and she crawled back to me and wanted to get back up on my shoulder.
what else did they put on your head?
Oh, did you see that one?
No.
They put a scorpion on my head.
Oh.
Like, here's the deal. I'm sitting there,
No.
scorpions on my head, which is cool. Everything's good. And that thing starts walking around. It starts walking to my eye. And then I start getting nervous.
Yeah.
Because then you're trying to, like, move your head. I don't want that thing to fall and sting me.
It's like the old Carson stuff.
It's not like it doesn't have poison in it.
No, it does.
It's not like they defang it or something. It's a freaking scorpion on my head.
Let me ask you a stupid question.
Let me draw a number while you're doing it.
Why did you do that?
Because the show must go on. You know what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Mr. Barnum and Bailey. The show must go on.
All right, this one is for the case, right?
This is for the case.
All right.
5. How much do I love you? Boom.
5. One of these cases.
Now. Hold on. Because Gus doesn't wear the friggin' funky
We
earpiece.
need you to translate.
I don't blame you.
I hear.
What is she saying?
It's like peppermint. It's like peppermint patty and freaking Charlie Brown.
Like the teacher.
She's
She's saying they should tag you guys when they win the raffle and maybe post a picture.
damn right they should.
They should tag you.
They
So-
should tag us. All right, so here we go. Here comes the big three.
Okay, and we're putting something new into the backpack. You want to show
Oh!
what that is?
So we got the backpack, which we don't have because they had to work late, so we can't show you the backpack. And Julie purchased this. All right, this is a jet stream. How many friggin'
122. And this is,
122 decibels.
this is another thing, refuse to be a victim. People should have these things. Everybody should have one of those.
What is it?
It's a-
decibel.
Signal whistle. What's decibel rating? Like, here's the deal. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you win this, do not blow this whistle around people with hearing aids. Because it'll friggin'.
So it's just high pitched.
It's like this. This
very
is what
loud.
I say. This is what I say in class, right? You need a signal whistle. You gotta have a signal whistle somewhere on you, right? Not a friggin' referee whistle. You're not trying to blow a foul. Time out. But you're trying to signal somebody, all right? So these carry,
Yeah.
right? They carry, right? So if you're lost, somebody else is lost, you can hear it, right?
All right.
Like, if you're doing first aid on somebody, you just put it in your mouth, just keep blowing it till hopefully somebody comes along
Right.
to stop you from blowing the friggin' whistle.
Oh, I see.
And helps you. Like if you're a woman, you're walking to your car at night,
Right,
so
you
you go someplace, you got to park in a crappy
Yeah, yeah.
place. You come out, you're gonna walk all the way there in the dark.
Yeah.
Like you look up, see somebody fall, you just stop blowing a whistle. It's not illegal to blow a whistle.
Right.
It's illegal to blow a whistle and yell fire in a building. But it's not like bad guys don't like it when they're trying to do bad things to you
And
and you're
fly.
blowing a whistle and making people look at them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying get a whistle, you don't need a gun or a knife.
No, no, no.
I'm like, you should have all three.
Yeah.
All right. So we're putting that in our get home bag.
I got you. That's good.
You know what I
This
mean?
is education, man. I learned stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of this.
We'll make you a gunfighter, Gus. And you'll be like,
lot
you'll be
more.
like, you'll be sitting here like this next time.
I want to be a savage.
You will be. He'll make you a
I
savage.
got you.
I'm
All right.
We got the
so,
winners.
in order to win the next 3 spots, you must like and share and tag people in the share.
right.
All right, so you got to tag people that you think should be watching the show that
Right.
aren't watching the show. Like, please, like, yes, you can tag me, but please don't tag me. All right, I'm watching. Well, I'm not watching as much as I should, but I am.
Tag, you're it.
I watched the last time you were the host.
Yeah.
Like,
Fun. You
Yeah,
had
it's
fun,
funny
right?
show.
That was a good show.
It was a good show.
That's a
good show.
great show.
Good, man.
All right.
I'm enjoying it. Thank you for having me.
No, Gus. Thank you, because I hear it all the time. That guy is good.
Oh, stop.
I mean, you should watch his other shows.
Yeah, we have fun. You know what? I
We
have
definitely
fun.
have fun.
We have fun, and you know, I learned something. And you know what? It's not forced. It's not preachy. That's how I like you guys gunning from the hip here, and I'm learning stuff here. I didn't know.
This is what you got to understand.
Yeah.
We're on your side.
Awesome.
Like, that's what I tell people. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
like, what do I say in class? Like,
Oh.
I am a world-class asshole, but you must understand another thing. I am your world-class asshole,
That's
That's
right.
it. That's a good.
right? And I go, no matter how I talk to you, you got to understand that I'm on your side.
I
Like, I
get-
don't have time to rub your head and tell you everything's going to be, you know.
I learned that on a trip we took that I can't talk about.
We will one day.
We went to a Walmart. It was dangerous.
We went to a bunch of places.
It was good, man. I appreciate
Right?
that.
But that's the thing.
So we're gonna
All
do
right,
this.
so like and share, and tag people
Like and share,
in
thank
the
you.
chair. Because this is for the backpack that we're going to give away in 2 months.
Right.
And every week we're going to put stuff. It's like, so tonight it was supposed to be the backpack itself. So what we have is we have a knife and a
Multi-tool.
multi-tool. That was the first thing,
Yep.
right? So that's a package. Tonight we have the backpack, which you can't see because they couldn't come. All right. And the jet stream that Julie, all right? And there's going to be first aid. There's going to be a holster, hopefully. We're going to put some, get James, the big sexy, to put some friggin' ammo in there.
Pilgrim.
You know, we're going to put a bunch of stuff in this,
That sounds
in this
great.
bag. It's going to be an awesome package, probably worth more than $500.
And it's going to be sent out when? It's going to be in a month or so? Or?
It's like 2 months. No, because every week
so
we're going to add
it's
something
going to
to
be
it.
Thanksgiving time, right around for Christmas.
Oh, I probably won't be here for that one. But anyways, we'll make sure I'm here when we give it away.
Okay.
Good.
All right, but that's what we're gonna do. All right. So like and share, and help us out because Facebook is screwing us.
Yeah.
Like they're clamping down on us. They're not putting in people's feeds, and like you got to help us. And it's like this: helping us is helping you, helping us. You understand?
Help
Like-
me help you.
That's right.
Great Jerry Maguire. Are you also on other platforms, Michael? Julie?
Yes, we're on
YouTube?
What is it? Twitch. We're on YouTube and stuff like that. But we're really getting ready to ramp up. We got a bunch of big stuff that we're going to announce.
Okay.
Like the big thing right now is we have simunition guns.
Yeah.
So now we can do private concealed weapons classes in your house.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right. So we can actually shoot
You guys have
in the
cards
house.
and stuff I can have for folks.
I'll get you
give me
some
some-
cards.
give me some.
I'll get you some cards. But we're really going to start to ramp up. We have a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, and this is it's a family, all right?
Yeah.
So it's a big picture,
I feel that.
right? And the master plan is coming, but we're doing it pieces
One
by
brick
pieces,
at a time.
and then it's the master plan is going to happen. So.
Well,
But this one, you got to help us help you by tagging other people. So if we pick your name, you have to have like and shared and tag somebody in this to get the freaking $500 backpack, get home bag. All right? So all you got to do is all you got to do is help us help you. Right?
it was like a leprechaun or something saying.
That's from SpongeBob.
Help me help you.
That's it.
All right.
So the first name of 3.
Now we play the waiting game.
Exactly. 26.
26.
26.
26.
You writing that down?
I am.
$20.
Oh, good.
Oh, she's loving me right now.
Yeah.
And the last one. $28.
All right.
Jeez, right around the.
Excellent.
We thank our sponsors again.
Give it to him.
JCG, because life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. Follow him on Instagram and YouTube. Pilgrim Ammunition, the best self-defense ammo available. Travi Mack Foundation, bringing music to the children at the University of Maryland Children's Hospital. SRQ Live Studios at Mars Vision right here. Military cases, you saw Tony up in Largo taking care of all your case needs. Military cases, surplus, and Skies in Chaos for awesome music.
Thank you to all my sponsors who support me.
Thank you for being here, and thank you
even
for
though they
having me.
support me just because they like me, not because I like the show.
Like and share, like and share. May you have a great week of shooting and safety.
Yep.
Good stuff.
You know what? We need to get a sound bite for the cases for Tony. We've got them for everybody else. We don't have a sound bite for him. So we've got to figure something
We'll
out
do
for
a
luggage.
soundbite.
Good
Pelican
luck.
cases.
Get off my case.
Oh, like that.
Something like that.
Just soundbite that one right
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
Like you gotta see. My buddy sent me this picture. He want a case, right? He want a cool one, right? So a Pelican, and it's like something that had like radio equipment in it because it got the electronics on the outside, right? And what he did is he stripped out everything except for the electronics because he wanted to have that on there because he knows how much I like it, right? And then he doubled up, so he's got like a Kel-Tec Sub 2000 which folds in half. He's got that in there with magazines, and on top of that, he's got handguns and magazines. And then he's got top foam, then folded up, and it's all good to go. I'm just like, that is friggin' awesome. Like a double-stacked Pelican case of death.
Self-defense.
All right. Do we have any winners?
I don't have an earpiece. I'm the guest. Don't look at me.
We have winners?
She's looking at, well, she has it, she just needs it.
So we need to do a fundraiser because the lady that called me is one of my Apex
Let's
chicks,
talk next week.
right?
Seriously.
And that her thing is about sex trafficking and funding people to go to other countries to save it. Like I got to throw one out to my sister Colleen. All right, my sister Colleen went to India.
She's wondering if Connie, what's the name of her? Connie Holt Flat is already on the list.
She got what?
Yeah, but they still get on the list.
They get on again. So she's
So
got.
like and share. Like every time you like and share, you get on the list. You get more chances to win.
Okay.
So my sister,
Okay.
like both my sisters are awesome for
I'm sorry?
different reasons.
That's all the winners already.
Okay. So let's do the winners. Can we
All right,
do
go
that? Okay. So for the book, it was 62 or something.
So,
Okay. Well, he wins a lot.
We got a whole bunch of stuff ahead.
I know. You got to come get it, or we're going to give stuff away. Okay. For the case, that was number 5.
Mark Schaefer was here last week.
Okay. And then we have 2 more chances, 20 and 28.
We should have 3.
Connie won one.
Oh,
Connie was 28.
Okay, got it.
What was that number name again? 26 is Peter Quinn.
PQ. No PQ is? No, you don't go to Take
Okay.
Aim.
Peter, have I met him?
He's at Take Aim.
It's BK.
What's that?
She says to tell you it's PK.
PK.
Well, it may be PK on his Facebook page, but his actual name is PQ.
And 20 is Princess Anna.
Princess Anna.
Princess Anna?
Anna.
All right. So your job is to find these people and send messages.
Who's
to
Anna?
them.
Okay. All right, Princess Anna.
All right.
All right,
So
we
my
got it.
sisters, right, real quick, then we'll wrap up. So my sisters are awesome for like, I love my sisters for who they are. Like, I love them because of my sisters, but I love them
Yeah.
for who they are.
They do good things.
So my sister Colleen did a bunch of fundraising for charity that funds where they go to different countries and like they go to friggin' sex trade auctions and bid on people and take them
And save them.
and save them and go to houses and break in and steal.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's so
like, and she
cute.
went to India, and I'm like, don't go to India.
Your sister did that.
Yeah, I'm just like, don't go to India. Oh, no, it's safe. I'm like, no, it's not. You know what I mean? But that's what they do, you know, and then
Wow.
what they do is the reason she got involved is because they sell jewelry that they made, right? And then all the profits from that go over to pay for housing, right? So they save them, and then they make the jewelry, and then the money pays for them to live and save more of it. It is.
And kudos
So
to
proud.
her. Yeah, you got to be proud. There's another reason I love DJT, Donald J. Trump. Big anti-sex trafficking. Talked about it. He did everything the right way. This man will go down in history as one of the greatest presidents ever.
He
For
will never go down like that because they will fight it till the end. Because, and people think, oh, well, he has
I'm writing more books.
He has
on it.
mean. Never mind, he's saving all these people for being sex trafficked. He has mean tweets. Did you see
No,
what he said?
I get that once in a great while. I think there's more of us than them, and I think more people get him. I really do.
They do.
They do, and the
They
thing
do.
is, like your sister, she understands that. This guy understands. He cuts through the clutter, and you cut through the clutter, and she does. Thank you for sharing that. I guess that's a show, right?
Let's wrap it up. Play
Thank-
music.
Thank
Wave
you,
to
guys.
the people.
Play the music. Thank you for having me here, guys, and I'll
Always,
see you
Gus.
soon.
Like, I wish we could have the public sky, but, you know, if we can't, you're our
You know
man.
what? He's.
People are always like, where's the public sky? But Gus is doing a great job.